Okay, while we're waiting for them to change drop the oil, AMS oil, on that unit, they give me permission to look inside of the tower. That's their tool bag. They drop stuff from the top all the way up there. This is ladder, you go up to that ladder and you go all the way up, and then of course you're supposedly hooked to a safety setup as you go. But that's inside. Pretty cool. Thank them for letting me take a quick shot. Pretty cool. It'll take a few minutes to drain this on out, so it's a time-consuming process, several days for their work, and then for mine it's just a half day. So on to the next step here in a little bit. Okay, here we're getting ready to drop this thing on there. Had to bump my way up there, had to kind of hit it a little bit because I was spinning. So power divider, I call it 8-wheel drive. So I definitely had to do 8-wheel drive to bump up that far. That's a lot of weight. So we're just about ready to double our weight here pretty quick. And I just found out from them a little bit ago that there's only 2 locations in the world that they do this, so you're seeing something very rare. When I get done, I'll back up even further and I'll take the new unit off, and it'll start raising. At least that's what I think it's going to do. And it's super heavy, but super stable in that cradle. I mean, that's well built. And one guy wanted me to do straps. I said no, it has to be steel on steel. There's too much movement with straps, so we definitely went steel. I hope I didn't put anything in their way. It's hard for me to estimate, but I tried to keep it out of their way. Yeah, I looked at the cradle and I looked at the machine over there and tried to duplicate it, but I just want to make sure that I didn't do anything wrong and cause some issue, because that's not the time you want to be messing up. Okay, I'm going to go up and ask him some stuff here because I don't see it meeting over here. I'm just wondering what's going on. So I'm going to turn the camera on. Okay, here's the next section of it. I dropped it on the rear cradle, the old ones in the back. Then I had to back up further. I thought my freaking truck was going to have a heart attack because I had 70,000 pounds back there trying to back up uphill in soft dirt. 8-wheel drive, and I'm still sinking, and it was all she could do to get up there. And it was, you know, I just put a new clutch in. I don't want to screw it up. That's $2,600. So I'm doing the best we can, and it was almost like the brakes were set. It was all I could do to get that thing to move, and because of the slide uphill, it really was a lot of pressure on my truck I didn't want to put on. So getting ready to lift the new replacements coming up out of the cradle right now. I'm just going to do brief sections of each step, and you see how long it takes to do this. It's now free. Now they'll be taking that up, hooking it up, coming back down with the crane, lifting mine, so I pull forward, they lift, I back again, and drop. And that's a lot of steps, I'm here to tell you. Because I got to move that cradle from that cradle, or that gearbox, to this cradle, the old one. They had to drain 70 gallons of 300 weight AMS oil. They had a lot of steps. Would I do it again? Probably not, because it's just too time consuming. But it's an interesting job, and so, you know, it's going to get done correctly. I took the job, I finished it. But I'll be, you know, sometimes I'm a little more hesitant next time, because it's just the amount of time, you know, because it just takes away my ability to put on another load and make a little more income. It's all relative. I got truck payments, I got every other kind of payment, so, you know. The load may seem like it pays pretty good, but the amount of time I got to invest in it. Not so much. They do their work and I stay the hell away from it. I might go in and around while stuff's in the cradle, but as soon as the lift starts, I'm gone. I'm out of there. They've been really cool about it, but I got to wear my safety glasses and hard hat and all that stuff. Hard hat wouldn't do you a bit of good if that thing fell anyway, so you're just freaking dead. So I stay away from that stuff. Still got to watch for sneaky snakes. Because they got all these boxes around here. Steel boxes. I wouldn't think they'd be hiding underneath of it. Hey, it's worse things have happened. I just learned there was, they have no antivenom here because they had, unfortunately, this little girl last year went to pick up what she thought were earthworms. Poor little thing. It was a whole bundle of baby rattlesnakes. And it basically killed her right there. They gave her 6 doses of antivenom, but it was not enough to save her little life. I'm telling you what, that I heard about that just a little while ago, and that's pretty devastating. But that was just in this region right here. So there was probably a lake nearby where family was recreating or whatever. But my heart goes out to that family. That's a fact. Little kids don't know any different. I'm sure they're communicating on radio and whatever with the folks above, the operators in that right over here. So he can, since he has an open top, he can see exactly what's going on, and he's running the controls. Well, they're kind of stalled here for a minute, so I'm just going to shut it off. I'll just show you lifting up. Next step will be to move forward. They'll pick it up, and I'll just, probably about that high. Then I'll back up, and then they'll put the old unit back here on that cradle. So they all stay stationary. Then eventually what they'll do is they'll take the machine, the front loader, and move that cradle back to the front. It just, that's why they have to have two cradles. So, works out. I'll see you next step.